My name is Brenda Winter. I'm a second-year PhD student in theatre studies here at Queen's. I came to study at Queen's after a career as a writer, actress and director in the professional theatre. Initially I came to do an MA course. I didn't precisely have the qualifications to get on that course, but I found that my professional experience was taken into account and I was given a place. In the course of my studies, I was introduced to the work of George Shields, a famous Northern Irish dramatist, and I decided that I wanted to make him the subject of my PhD. Because of my background in the theatre, I decided that I wanted to do a practice-as-research doctorate, a new type of doctorate in which 50% of the marks can be awarded for a practical element. In my case, I decided I was going to write and direct a production called Just Shields, which has just taken place in this very theatre. One of the good things about working here at Queen's is that I'm able to maintain links with my colleagues in the theatre profession. The drama department here has very close links with the theatre community locally. The other great thing is having the opportunity to work with the undergraduate students, who are really a joy. They are very stimulating and interesting and work very hard at their drama.
Hello, my name is Eamon McCarthy. I'm a second-year PhD student in Spanish and Portuguese studies. My research focuses on poetry and the visual arts. That's why I'm speaking to you today from the university's Naughton Gallery. My research project looks at gender in the works of Jorge Luis and Nora Borges. They're a brother and sister from Argentina. He's a poet and writer. She's a visual artist. And the main focus of my research is upon the way gender has impacted upon their works, limiting them in ways and freeing them in other ways to express themselves. I completed my master's here at Queen's a few years ago before coming back to do the PhD, and I feel that the master's year was an opportunity to sample the range of courses that the school has to offer. The master's allows you to work across time periods and disciplines in order to really find out what type of research suits you best and what might lead to a larger PhD project. The school offer a number of opportunities for ongoing professional development alongside the PhD. For example, this year I helped organise a conference for postgraduates in Spanish and Portuguese studies, and my colleagues in French organised another for those working in French studies. You can also get involved with a number of subject-specific discussion groups, or indeed a more generalised discussion group, for example, the Genders, Representations and Cultures Forum.
My name is Patrick McCafferty, and I'm a final year PhD student here at Queen's. I'm studying mythology and astronomy, based in the School of Languages, Literature and Performing Arts, doing Irish and Celtic studies, and linking in with Armagh Observatory, where I'm looking at comets and their orbits. We're here today at Cave Hill. Now below us lies the city of Belfast. It's a modern city, but sprinkled throughout the landscape there are ancient archaeological monuments, relics of people who once lived here. We get two things from these people. We get the monuments they left behind in the landscape. We also get stories that are passed on to us. I'm going to read a piece from the Táin Bó Cúailnge about Cuchulainn. Shlís fergus na tolchi éirim coro ben a teora muela mi da chrí bémanav. Then Fergus smote the hills and with 3 blows struck off the tops of the 3 hills in Meath. That episode is reminiscent of the Tunguska event. 100 years ago, 5 miles over Siberia, a piece of a comet exploded and flattened 40 million trees over 2,000 square kilometres. And I'm interested in the idea that such events happened in Ireland and are recorded in the Táin Bó Cúailnge.
My name's Noelle McCavanagh, and I'm in the final year of a PhD looking at the survival skills of the 18th century French writer Bernardin de Saint-Pierre. Today we're in the tropical surroundings of Belfast Botanic Gardens in the Palm House, because Saint-Pierre spent some time on Mauritius as an engineer, and it was there that he found the inspiration and the setting for the work which made him world famous, Paul et Virginie. My studies form part of a wider AHRC-funded project under the auspices of the Voltaire Foundation in Oxford to publish an edition of Saint-Pierre's correspondence. Now, there are over 2,500 letters, and they are being published online. It's what's called Born Digital. So it's 21st century technology applied to 18th century scholarship, and it's really exciting. I graduated from Queen's University in 1970, and I came back in 2002 to study part-time for a Master of Arts. I found the part-time study very useful because it was flexible and it enabled me to get back into academic ways without too much difficulty. And then I was fortunate enough to be offered full-time PhD study. And to anyone who's thinking of coming to do postgraduate research in our school, even someone older, I would say do not hesitate.